Good morning, everyone. Today is the day after I received my first infusion of Retuximab through IV for my MS, multiple sclerosis. I just wanted to rehash the events of yesterday because I felt like receiving the medicines that I did yesterday made my brain feel pretty foggy, and I felt like I could do a better job with explaining what happened in my experience with Retuximab for the first time. And I hope you all benefit from this in one way or another. Sorry. So my appointment began at 8:30 a.m. The IV was in my hand, this hand, by 9 a.m. They started with saline to clear the path in my vein for medicine to flow through more easily. And they also started me with 2 pre-meds, which were 2 pills of Tylenol and 2 pills of Pepsid, and those were used to decrease the chances of side effects caused by Retuximab. Just as a reminder, Retuximab is a medicine that my neurologist prescribed for me, and it's given through IV. It's planned to be administered to me once every 6 months to handle my multiple sclerosis, and I really hope this works because it would be the first medicine I ever have to take that's only once every 6 months. That's crazy to me. That's the most awesome thing ever. So I'm really hopeful that this works. Also, after they gave me the pre-meds, so they called them, the first things that were infused into my bloodstream were apparently a regular dose of Benadryl and also a type of steroid, which is also to deal with the possible side effects that I could have gotten from the Retuximab. So I started to feel pretty safe that all these medicines were being given to me to deal with the side effects or the possibility of a side effect. And they finally started the infusion after all these, 30 minutes after they gave me all these medicines. And I was doing great a couple hours into the Retuximab. Unfortunately, when I was finally gonna accept that I was feeling really sleepy and I laid down, I started feeling some pain in my throat and I suppose some itchiness and scratchiness too. And it kind of felt like if I was having swollen tonsils that went up to my ears, like if I were to have an ear infection. And so I did call the nurses, and I called my main nurse, and I told him that I was having some pain in my tonsils and my ears. And he told me he had to stop the Retuximab. And continuing, the nurse stopped my infusion of Retuximab for about 30 minutes, and he gave me another dose of Benadryl. Specifically, actually took away the painful tonsils and ear aches. And so we concluded that it was a side effect but I started feeling better. And so he restarted the Retuximab. So the Retuximab finished being infused into my bloodstream, and I was let go, and I was so totally sleepy and pretty tired, and I had to get help from my mom to walk to the car. But when I got home, I just spent a lot of time sleeping, maybe 3 to 4 hours after I got home, and I started feeling a lot better by nighttime. And if I can spend 6 months like this, I would be really happy. So I really hope that this information has helped anyone with MS who is planning on taking Retuximab. I hope you have good benefits and a lot of help from that. If you have any questions about Retuximab or MS that you'd like to ask me, please do. And if you have any tips or suggestions or just comments that you'd like to leave, please do. Those are very welcome. So yeah, I hope you're all doing better, and have a nice day. Thanks for listening. Bye.